Hi, welcome to my new show. My new news show. I don't have a name for it yet. I can either come up with something or you can write it down in the comments below or just tweet at me, at Maui1. So yeah, let's just start off with Monday. Monday. I need a haircut. On Monday, Gillette shared a new commercial, kicking off the new The Best Men Can Be campaign. It aims to challenge the stereotypes and expectations of what it means to be a man everywhere you see Gillette. I'm all for positivity and giving the right message to future generations, as I'm sure many others are. But isn't it a bit weird that this is coming from a multi-billion-dollar company that's owned by an even bigger multinational company, whose only intent is to sell you products over and over and over again? But hey, army of barbecue dads.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Speaking of men's behaviour, the Clemson Tigers, a US college football team, were crowned champions of the NCAA Division I FBS, and as is tradition, they were formally invited to the White House by El Presidente himself for a banquet fit for champions. However, due to the government shutdown, there wasn't enough staff to prepare the banquet. So do you think he went to a Washington DC restaurant, paid them to cater the event, you know, make some nice old hors d'oeuvres, big turkey, you know, some soup? No, not Donnie. No, he served them a bunch of fast food.
So we went out and we ordered American fast food, paid for by me. We have pizzas, we have 300 hamburgers, many French fries.
300 hamburgers? That's a lot of cold burgers, but not enough for Donnie apparently. The man claimed in a now deleted tweet that he personally paid for over 1,000 hamburgers. And that the Clemson Tigers were great guys and big eaters, finishing off all the food in just over an hour. Hey, I mean, if it means building that wall, I'm all for it. Tuesday. On Tuesday, EA cancelled another Star Wars game. The game, originally starting development in 2017 by the now defunct Visceral Games, was taken over by EA Vancouver, where they changed the concept to an open world game. Sadly, EA wants a big property released by 2020, and I was looking at the game wasn't going to meet the deadline. The game would have had you play the role of a scoundrel or bounty hunter who could explore various open world planets and work with different factions across the Star Wars universe. How can one company mess up this much? You've got an IP that prints money, thousands of top developers eager to work on these projects, and you've got the opportunity to work with Adam Driver.
Ooh, Adam Driver.
The next hunk we have on the hunk list is Tom Cruise, who has just signed a deal to make 2 Mission Impossible films back to back. Releasing in 2021 and 2022 respectively, it will see the return of Christopher McQuarrie, who has directed the film series since 2015's Rogue Nation. I have a feeling the plot is going to be Ethan Hunt attaching himself to a rocket that blasts off and carries him into the stratosphere, where he will skydive back down and parachute on top of a moving plane that is holding the royal family hostage. Woo! Brexit. So yes, 7 PM was the vote to see if Theresa May's Brexit deal was going to be accepted by the other MPs. All reports were saying it was going to be voted down. And they were right.
The ayes to the right, 202. The noes to the left, 432.
Oh, damn! Oh, Theresa, you must be stepping down, surely. Nope, she's staying. She ain't going nowhere. What are you going to do, kick her out? I mean, surely you can't...
Is that the government has lost the confidence of this House and this country. I therefore, Mr. Speaker, inform you, I have now tabled a motion of no confidence in this government.
It's going down. It's going down. Wednesday. However, Wednesday came around, and lucky for us, May's government survived the no confidence vote.
This House has expressed its confidence in the government tonight.
And she now needs to present a new deal by Monday. Oh, Brexit. Ooh. Moving on, YouTube has banned dangerous or harmful pranks. This comes from an increase in so-called challenges, where people film themselves doing stuff like driving blindfolded, eating Tide Pods, and shooting your boyfriend with a pistol, hoping that an encyclopedia will stop the bullet. What? In any case, these guidelines will hopefully lessen the amount of injuries or deaths and, you know, force people to make good content. Thursday. There was an explosion at the University of Lyon in France. Oh!
Yeah, je l'ai eu.
Apparently a gas canister being used in construction for renovations in the university ignited and blew up. Luckily no one was seriously injured and the fire was controlled within a couple of hours. Next, Prince Philip was involved in a car crash with another vehicle. As he was pulling onto the A149, a collision occurred and ended up flipping his car onto its side. Luckily, he wasn't injured. However, 2 people in the other car were sent to hospital for minor injuries. You'd think after a car crash, especially at 97 years old, you maybe take a break. Maybe reassess if you can drive, safety-wise. Or maybe you get caught driving out your seatbelt 2 days later. If I survive that, I can survive anything. Steve Carell's coming back to TV. Well, streaming. Netflix has given a straight-to-series order for Space Force. He's teaming up with the US Office creator Greg Daniels. The show is said to be a workplace comedy centered around the people tasked with creating a 6th branch of the armed services. Space Force is based on the idea that Trump presented to the National Space Council in June last year. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's go back to the moon. Friday. Also on Netflix, Punisher Season 2 was released. Frank Castle is back and killing more than ever. This season revolves around Frank protecting a teenage girl, setting off events that drive the season on. However, the fate of the Punisher is not certain. Within the last few months, Netflix has cancelled Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Daredevil. It seems they're cancelling shows owned by Disney. It's probably due to Disney bringing out their new streaming service. Maybe Netflix wanted to outdo Thanos by killing more Marvel characters. Just kidding, I'm back. A poker player has won over $600,000 US in a tournament, and he's giving it all away to charity. Scott Wellenbach, a Canadian Buddhist, says that to rationalize his addiction to a game that doesn't reflect the kindness of the Buddhist religion, he gives away all his winnings. Does it count as charity if you give the money to a British boy who makes videos about the news? Because, if so, I'm waiting. On Saturday, the YouTube channel Machinima has deleted all their videos on all their channels. According to a former Machinima employee, Warner Media, who bought Machinima in 2016, couldn't determine which of the tens of thousands of videos had copyright infringing content. So instead of paying people to manually go through videos, they decided to delete all of it.
Warner, at this point, cannot verify the copyrights to all videos in Machinima's network, and there are a ton of videos. It would cost a lot of money to do it. And this is on videos that aren't getting any views, so they cut it loose. That's that. It's a business.
I'd like to have a moment of silence, please, for all the Modern Warfare 2 videos that have disappeared into the beyond. Rest in peace. Next, we have a Catholic schoolboy harassing a Native American. What is this show? During the Indigenous Peoples March, a group of high school students dressed in Make America Great Again garb decided to surround peaceful protesters and harass them. Now people are saying, how can this guy be harassing people if he's just standing there and smiling? I mean, sure, maybe if he was by himself, but I mean, look at the company he keeps. If there's anywhere I don't want to be, it's probably there. One, it's really bloody annoying, but it's also just sad. The school is apparently taking disciplinary action against the group. I'm sure they'll have learned their lesson and will become model members of society. Sunday. On Sunday, a town in California is hoping to raise $30,000 for a fleet of goats. The Nevada City Council is hoping to use the goats to clear vegetation in areas likely to be affected by forest fires. They would then have humans follow closely behind, picking up larger debris. When I saw this, I shouted, "You have goat to be kidding me." I'm back. And finally, some bittersweet news to end the week. The world's oldest man has passed away peacefully in his sleep. Masazo Nonaka was 113 years old. His family was shocked to see him go, but all agreed that he lived a good life and died peacefully. So yeah, I think I'm just going to end it there. Thank you very much for tuning into the first episode of the news show. I still haven't got a name. If you have any name ideas, either tweet me at Maui1 or write in the comments. I'm going to be reading them. And if there's anything that you want me to cover or any new segments you want me to do, just comment or tweet me. Hey, so I forgot to mention in the video, but if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, it really helps out. Cheers. Have a lovely week, everyone, and I'll see you next Sunday. Or will you?